Saracen. Yes, they are known for mountain bikes. Well, in the UK, Europe or Asia anyway. This isn't a mountain bike frame though, I can assure you. It's definitely a road bike frame, so very unusual indeed. It's the Morzine model, never heard of it. I've never actually come across a road bike frame from Saracen, but here it is, it's in the stand and we're going to do something with it. The frame itself, well, yes, it's interesting. It's got aero tubing and it's the aluminium 7000 series, I think. We've got this lovely scallop here on this down tube to accept the rear wheel, so they're thinking aerodynamics, and I'm sure at some point it had some Mavic on there, wheels or group set, I'm not too sure. It's a complete blank canvas. I don't know where we're going with this. It's a viewer's bike Tommy. We have done a few of his bikes before already, the Greg LeMond, the Colinago Master, the Koga Miata. So he does actually have a few of his bikes here that we're actually working through. However, this is just the frame, so it's a blank canvas, and Tommy has actually said that he just wants me to go at this one, but he actually wants it black. So we're going to be using our good friend Mark from MR Creations to actually give it a new lick of paint. But before we do so, we're going to take off a couple of the components that are actually left on the frame before we give it to Mark. So let's crack on with that and get this frame painted. Wow, well, Mark certainly has worked his magic as he always does, but this is absolutely stunning. He's dragged this Saracen frame from the 90s back to the current day, loving this satin black into this gunmetal grey, and we've got a nice red pinstripe down the middle here. He's even managed to get the Saracen name on the rear stays as well. One thing I have changed though is the forks. The original forks are on the side there. I did have some carbon forks available to me and I couldn't resist because of the red pinstripe, and it looks as though they were actually made purposely for this frame set. So they look great. We've got a Ritchie handlebar stem and also handlebars already fitted and ready to go. And while I was shopping for bottle cages, found some amazing cages, elite ones that I feel will really complement this paint job. Here they are here. We've got basically the black into red and silver. So yes, very excited to get these on. We've also going to change the format slightly here. We're going to jump straight into the rebuild, and why not? Because there has been no real restoration going on here. It's more of a bike build. We've got a Shimano black 105 group set available to us. All I need to do is assemble the crank set, fit this bottom bracket, and also put the cassette on the wheels, and we are ready to go. So I'm going to jump straight into it. I'm also going to slow it down a bit and take my time and show you guys actually installing everything. So changing the format slightly, I'm sure some of you will like it. So yes, Not much to do, as I say, it's all there ready to go. So what are we waiting for? Let's crack on and get this bike built up. Wow, well, what a transformation. If you think of how this frame was when it first came in the garage compared to now, it's a complete transformation and looks like a brand new bike. There has never been a more important time to recycle things, and I can tell you now, it's so rewarding to recycle a bicycle. Hang around because we will be getting this bike out and trying it out, but if you don't watch these videos, we finish these builds off with a water bottle. In this case, it's a couple, and don't them cages look great. So we've got a couple here, we've got a grey one and also a black one, Elite Fly water bottles. Let's pop them in, have a look. Brilliant, the finishing touch. Well, all that's left to do now is get this bike out and try it out. Well, it's currently about -1, very cold indeed, but it's extremely good to get out on this bike and try it out. It's running like a new bike and looks amazing too. I cannot recommend recycling a bicycle enough and keeping these bikes on the road. This one was a viewer's bike, as I say, Tommy, in memory of his dad,
who'd left him his bikes. So it's great to get another one back on the road. Huge thanks to Mark from MR Creations, who does all our paint work. I cannot recommend him enough. I hope these videos inspire you to recycle these bikes and keep them on the road. It's such a rewarding thing to do. Thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.